Okay. It's the drunk episode.
So, 3, 2, 1.
Wait. I need to get into position.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, hello.
Welcome back to
Payphone Therapy
at our station. Hi.
Hi.
So we are back to do the
episode. And she's sober. I'm drunk.
Let me fucking tell you. She drank a whole 3 bottles of wine. So we always like get home and have a drunk night.
Yes, so like we don't have to worry about going back home and like
but
getting the train.
Unfortunately, I'm so sick that I can drink.
Normally, what we do is we book a hotel and then we both buy. So I drink red wine, she drinks white wine, and what we do is we go to convenience stores or whatever, supermarkets, and we buy a bunch of wine, and then we come back to the room and we drink and we talk and we sing and we dance. But today she's sick.
I'm fucking sick.
She's sick, so she's in the bed like dying, and while she's dying I'm like bored.
And we kind of get into the like argument for a little bit.
So we like did our own individual thing, and she was dead, and I just figured I'd go out and buy wine for myself. So I left her on her own, and I got out of the hotel, and I went to a convenience store, bought a bunch of wine, and figured out that Ayumi is probably still sleeping. So I just like walked around the block talking to my friends on the phone, and then once my phone died I came back and I was like, oh, you're still alive, how are you?
And I was sensing some feeling, and I was like, oh, this is the first time that she's mad at me. Like properly mad at me. And I was like, so like I was nervous.
Yeah, you were nervous
because like, oh, she's mad.
Because I never get mad at you.
Yeah, because I know when she's get mad.
I get quiet when I'm mad.
Yeah, she doesn't talk. She doesn't like make eye contact.
Yeah.
And she do the little laugh. And she did that to me for the first time, and I was like, oh my god, she's mad at me.
Because you could have.
Yeah, I was sleeping like whole 2 hours or something.
2 hours, yeah.
And I apologized to her, and we talked about.
We talked about it.
And we're cool.
We're cool.
And after that, we like call my friend Lasna.
And my brother.
Yeah, and like talk about school stuff and relationship stuffs. And I'm still sick, and probably she's gonna be sick tomorrow. Maybe. But we came here to do the podcast, so yeah, that's the situation.
Yeah, that's the situation.
What do you want to do today?
This episode, we want to do the section Look At That Woman again.
Ooh,
it's part 2 of Look At That Woman.
Look at that woman.
Look at that woman.
So, can you explain what Look at That Woman is?
So Look At That Woman is basically just a section that we made, which we introduce songs and talk about the lyrics and talk about what we relate to the lyrics and what we think about the lyrics, and just talk a bunch of shit about it. And the second episode we talk about Tummy Hurts by Renee Rapp. We can't pronounce can't pronounce her name. But anyway, this episode we want to talk about the song Look At That Woman, which is the song I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
Because 2024 Spotify Rap, that song was the top second.
And she's like 0.002%.
Yes. Role model, Tucker, you gotta know, I'm 0.001% of his fan base. Because I listen to his song like every day.
Yeah. And she was so proud of it.
I'm so proud of it.
She was like she was posting every story of like the Spotify of 2024.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. Okay.
Like, I can put up a screenshot of it because the first song of the 2024 is A Little More Time, which is like a romantic song of his. And the second song is Look At That Woman, and I believe the third song is, I want to say Never Let You Go. And all of the three songs that I listened to this year is Womodo's song. Like, I'm obsessed with this song. Like, he makes songs genuinely, but like it's like gentle but pop, which I love.
So I only know the song Look at That Woman, and like this outfit.
Yeah, this hoodie that I'm wearing.
Yeah,
it's his merchandise.
And like,
it's like my back. I'll show it to you.
So,
it says "Look At That Woman."
Yeah. So she's obsessed with it, and
obsessed
with him, and I think she's like expecting to invite some party or something. Anyway, so I don't really know about Look At That Woman.
Yeah.
So she's gonna explain.
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce the song and everything.
You can use
Anyway, so because this section is named Look At That Woman, I want to introduce the song to you. Yeah. What is it?
This. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
She had the house. Thank you so much.
She's just gonna like explain the lyrics.
No, I'm gonna read the lyrics to you. To you, and I don't want to go like too deep into like his personal history, but the way I discovered role model is I used to be obsessed with this YouTuber called Emma Chamberlain, and I loved her way of thinking and her way of showing things on video, edited video. So I used to watch her videos like religiously, and like randomly one day I saw her doing an interview on, I think, GQ with role model, and that's the first time I knew him. And he had a few songs about Emma Chamberlain, and I listened to those songs, and I thought it was like really romantic and poetic, the way he described her on his songs. And that's how I got into his music. And a few months after discovering him, he put out a song named A Little More Time, and that continues to be the song that I listen to the most of his whole music. But the second is Look At That Woman, and that is the, I think, second song of the album he put out on 2024. 2024. When did he put out the album? Sometime in July, I think. He put out the whole album, which is a breakup album, which is a bit sad. But anyway, the song Look At That Woman by Womodo. I'm gonna read the lyrics, okay? So you say whatever you like. She had the hoops.
What hoop? What's hoop?
Hoops, like she had the hoops, white gold, with the penny loaves covering her toes.
So he's describing her.
He's describing her. She was mine, got cold. Now the guilt's the only thing I hold.
Got cold?
The relationship got cold. Spend my nights all alone, till I snap and buy a red-eye home. Now I toss and I turn, let a cigarette burn, my skin like a furnace. Damn, honey, look at you go. Look at that woman, look at that woman, look at that woman, breaking my heart, breaking my heart. So it's like, even though he's like sad that she's gone, he still respects her. So beautiful. Anyway, Tennessee for the night. Got to get out of time. Got, bitch. My accent is so like British, American, and Japanese. I get confused.
got to get out of town sometimes. Got drunk on the flight. Since she left, I've been way out of line. Since she left, I've been way out of line. So he still loves her. Lost my faith and my mind on the day we had to say goodbye. And I try not to call, but the leaves start to fall. Girl, it's nobody's fault, but damn, you can make a thug cry. You understand this feeling, right? Because even though you broke up with your ex, you still loved him. I think that's the same as how he felt.
Yeah.
Can you talk about it?
Okay. So, we were in 2 years relationship and got cold.
Got cold, exactly.
Because he was like most artistic person I've ever known.
Yeah.
And he had some certain way to...
Jesus. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. I just wanted to make sure that the camera was recording. Sorry.
Yeah.
Please continue.
And got cold. He always worshipped me.
And you always worshipped him.
Yeah, because like I was really respect his like artisticness and his uniqueness. But like at some point, like he treated me
like shit.
Like friends of benefit. And that was the saddest part that he doesn't have a respect for me anymore.
Yeah. And like when I listen to this song, and like I said in the lyrics, he says, "Lost my faith and my mind." Because when he left you, you didn't know, like you did know why, but you didn't know why.
Yes.
You kind of lost your faith in love. So when I listen to this song, I kind of feel what you felt for your ex.
Like everyone says that he's like bad person, but like only I saw like good parts, and that's like red flag for sure. But I didn't know at that point.
But like it's unfair because.
But he was so pure. At first.
Yeah, he will do good things for you, but then it didn't overcome the bad things he did for you. So the thing you'd say to your friends, like me and other people, would be like, how he disrespect you. And that's the only thing that came to me. So for my point, I didn't understand why you still loved him, because all the information I knew about him was how disrespectful he was. But I guess that's love.
Yeah.
Eh?
You had to. I don't know. We loved each other, but like sometimes like it can't work out.
Yep.
And I did honestly at this point. I still don't understand why we had to block up.
Really?
A girl, like I know that he did a shitty thing. That brings me to the conclusion of like breaking up. But I was happy. So that's the kind of point. And I could. Oh, I guess I'm talking too much, but I want to talk about it, so you can cut it off.
Go on.
So like, at first it was like all pure relationship. And after like we broke up a bunch, but like after last broke up, I was still have a pure feeling for him. Like I wanted to be there for him when he's sad. I wanted to be there for him.
There for him. Yeah.
Like literally every time that he felt anything.
Yeah. You were there for him.
Yeah. And but I dumped him. I told you the reason, right?
In the end, you dumped him. Yeah. Took a lot of months and like epiphanies to get there.
I thought he was obsessed with me, but he had like other things to like
be worried about. Yeah.
And he wanted to go to Tokyo Tokyo.
He wanted to go to Tokyo, yeah.
To get a career of what he wanna do. And he asked me to
come with him
to
Tokyo.
But like at that point, I worked more than him, and I had more money than him.
Yeah.
And he didn't take me out on a date.
Yeah.
We always met at his house, his mama's house.
His mom's house, not even his apartment.
And we had to fuck.
Yeah. Are you sure you're sober?
I think I have a fever, so that's why I'm talking this kind of thing. And we have to fuck when the mother was there.
Yeah.
And how?
What? She was at the house?
And I think
that's insane. Okay.
She noticed that, but she didn't say anything because she was the sweetest woman I've ever known.
Yeah, she was the sweetest woman.
And like, I also loved his mother.
That's sad.
Because she was like, oh, thank you so
much.
Yeah, thank you so much for dating with my son. Because my son was like trashed, but like dating with you, he got job, and he got like more like personality, and one time, like I still remember that kind of feeling, but he told me that his mother misses me.
Okay.
And after first breakup, she was like, oh, I don't think you guys gonna break up, like for sure. I think
you guys are gonna get together again.
No, I don't think it's the actual end. His mother said like that, and I was so happy. And after our last breakup, he got home. And
the last breakup, he went home.
Yeah. And his mother looked at his face. Yeah. Looked at his face, and she said that, oh, I'm not gonna see Aimi-chan anymore.
Oh, so she knew it was the last breakup.
But he didn't say anything. But she felt that.
The power of mothers are insane.
Yeah, she felt that. And he fucking told me that. And I was like...
He told you that?
He was like...
Oh my God.
He was like... My mother misses you. And he was kind of scared that she noticed that we broke up.
But it's more the fact that, like, he didn't say he missed you. It was like him saying that his mom missed you.
Yeah. And I was fucking dumb, so I was so happy. So I wanted to call him a bunch of times.
Babe.
And that's the kind of feeling.
Yeah, it is. So that's why when I listen to his songs, sometimes, like, my mind goes to you and your ex. But anyway. So where did I left?
To the call.
Yeah. So the lyrics. Since she left, I've been way out of line. Lost my faith and my mind on the day we had to say goodbye. And I try not to call, but the leaves start to fall. So the seasons change, time flies.
Yes.
And the lyrics go, it's nobody's fault, but damn, you can make a thug cry. Oh, look at that woman. Look at that woman. Look at that woman breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. She's breaking my heart. Breaking my heart.
But
breaking my heart. Bitch, I'm drunk.
I don't know. You can leave?
I don't know. I can read, but I forgot where I left.
Just read whatever. Where
did I say?
You only just said like breaking my heart, breaking my heart, breaking my heart.
Yeah, breaking my heart, but it's like maybe here. Did I say Tennessee tonight?
Yeah, I heard that. Lost my face and you could breaking my heart, breaking my heart, breaking. Yeah, she's breaking my heart, breaking my.
So the last is just she had the hoops, white gold. She had the hoops, meaning earrings, white gold. She had the hoops, white gold. So the chorus is just him saying, "Look at that woman breaking my heart." So it's like all respect for her. He like doesn't talk shit about her in his album. it's all respect to her.
Yeah.
And like even in interviews, it's like he says like, what he could have done more to keep the relationship.
No.
But he was homesick, and so that like geologically. But let me tell you,
What?
that's how I want people to love me. Because like they broke up, like the album that Look At That Womam is called Kansas Anymore. But before that album, I think it's called RX, the album, yeah? And it has like this beautiful song called Never Let You Go and like Forever and More and so on. But like all of those songs, it has like respect for whoever he's talking about. It's not like
Shout out
like
to my
just
ex.
the body. Like I find that so beautiful.
Beautiful. And like even that kind of like person that full of respect have to go through the breakups.
Yeah, it's so sad.
But when like I think like when you don't feel respected, that's the sign that you have to
End the relationship.
end the relationship.
Maybe. And I don't think it's like even with like romantic relationship. It's like with platonic relationships, like friendship. Because I don't know if I want to talk about this, but like I had a best friend since high school.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, so I had this friend that was like almost family to me, and I think for her too. But she was going through this hard time in her own life, her privacy. But that started to affect our relationship. And because she never told me about what was going in her personal life, I never knew why she was struggling and why she was reflecting that struggle to me. And I took it upon myself and I was like, am I not a good friend to her? Because she seems so distressed, she seems so stressed, and she looks depressed, and she's getting thinner and thinner. And I never knew why she was so angry all the time. But eventually, like, I kept accepting her behavior towards me because I thought I was
The one
that was hurting her. So I was like, so I never questioned it, but she became more disrespectful towards me, and I became depressed. And I was like, why is she so angry with me? Why is she like becoming more unhealthy? And I thought I was being a good friend towards her. I never knew what I was doing wrong to make her behave that way. But in reality, she just held her stuff and she never shared it with me. But towards the end of our friendship, I confronted her and I was telling her how I felt disrespect. My English isn't Englishing. I told her that, pause, let me put on lipstick.
Yeah. When you think about something, you have to put a lipstick.
Yeah, I need to feel pretty to say these things.
You are pretty though.
Thank you.
Okay. But you know, she didn't have like self-respect too.
She didn't.
Cause like she's like suddenly upset with boys.
Like toxic boys as well.
And like
It wasn't just boys.
it's not like he was like handsome man in the century.
Let me tell you, he was the worst boyfriend I ever known.
Cause like he cheats and
He cheats. He's like
he
only thinks about himself. He doesn't think about her mental, her physicality, anything.
At first, she was concerned about her going out with him.
Yeah.
But she was obsessed with him.
But like she had family problems and he had family problems, so I guess like they connected with that. And
But they can do whatever
But
they want. But
yeah,
they,
but the thing is, the thing that really hurt me was that she would tell all these things that she's struggling to him, but she would never tell those things to me. And our friendship was like about 5-6 years and like really, really long. So like I said, I kind of considered her as my family, and she was like a sister to me. So I thought like she said everything to me. So everything I knew about her, like all the information I knew about her, didn't make sense when she started acting the way she did. And when I confronted her how hurt I was because she was acting a certain type of way that I didn't understand, and I didn't know where all of it came from, and she started saying all this thing about her love life, her family life, her personal life, and all of the information was brand new. And it wasn't even like information that she kept for me for a few months. It was like years of information that she never said to me. And I feel so hurt that she didn't say all these things to me beforehand, because with all these, like all the things I'm telling you guys happened like months ago. So I'm kind of healed from all the trauma and sadness and everything, but at the time,
yeah, it was dark time.
It was a really dark time for me, because all of the things she said she kept from me, and some of like 80% of the things that happened to her that she kept from me, she said to me, but like the other 20% came from all of the other people I knew. So it was like male friends, female friends, other people, and like I would just randomly start talking about my struggles to my best friends, so saying like, I don't know why she's acting the way she is and everything. And then some of my friends would say, well, you know, she had this thing in the past when she did this and this and this, and I never knew about it. And I was like, why don't I know but you know? And I feel hurt. And like it was a real struggle.
Yeah, honestly, it was like a relationship, because her mother said
My mother.
Yeah, Yuki's mother.
Yeah.
Say that like you guys would look like in a relationship.
Yeah, like I would tell all of my struggles with my friend to my mom, and she would say like, you sound like you guys were in a relationship, but it's like she was really like my sibling, you know, because like I started became best friends in high school, went to the same university.
You can cut it off, so
yeah, went to the same university, and like we were best friends. And like, you know, Madeline Aji, I know you know of Madeline Aji. She had the same, not the same problem, but she also had a friendship breakup, and she made an episode about it, and I really related to this. And she was saying like, friendship breakups is like equally as hard or even more harder than relationship breakups, like boyfriend girlfriend, because it's like with boyfriend girlfriend you have this kind of area that you put yourself in. You're like, I'm his boyfriend, or like I'm his girlfriend, and like boyfriend girlfriend comes with like certain parts. But friendship, it goes beyond that, you know. So it's like,
and the thing is like you can't force her to say, like, share her post.
yeah. And like she was the type of person that kept things for herself. And I'm an open person, so I tell my friends everything about my personal life. That's my love language. It's like information. And she's the opposite of that, but I respected that. But the problem was that she would keep things that happened to herself, but she would reflect those to me. Like, so she would be angry or she would like just be mad at me, but it was never my fault. It was the things that were happening to her that made her feel sad or whatever. And it was toxic to both of us.
It was toxic.
It was toxic to both of us, but...
And like she changed so quickly, like in a month.
Yes!
It happened in a month.
Yeah, it was...
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because she was like calling me. She never called me.
Me?
Like, her.
Yuki never called Aimi. Okay.
Like, to be fair, I'm not a cold person. I'm not cold. Like,
You're not cold. You're a warm person.
When I get drunk or when I like feel
sad, you always call me.
Sad, I'll call her. I call Yuki. But I'm not a cold person, so like I'm not cold people that much. But like she called me a bunch, and we met 3 times in a week.
Yeah, I was like going through it.
Yeah, and
it was like a legit breakup because I don't blame my mom for thinking like I was in love with her because like she was my sister and I trusted her, and like she would have these personal things that were affecting her, family problems, friendship problems, relationship problems, and she would never tell me those things. I don't know, I just, because my love language is like telling things about me, and she didn't say anything towards me, and at first I respected it, but at some point when she started like getting mad at me and everything, I was just like, we are 2 different human beings and we
because like
communicate in whole different ways, and like I know that friendship is like, even though we are 2 total different human beings, we can still be like friendly to each other, be like family and everything. But she was on a whole different page, and I'm confident that in her own mind I wasn't in the page.
Like,
you know what I'm trying to say? Because like in
her page,
my experience, my page, my personal book, she was like 80%. But I'm confident in her book I was like 10%. Because the way I treated her and the way she treated me, it didn't make sense. It wasn't on the same page. And
I was so upset that after all of that things that she kept from her, she confronted to her that like, I wanted to know everything. I want to know everything that you were going through. Yeah. Because you were fucking my best friend. Yeah. And I want to help you. And she was like,
she would text me this like whole traumatic, like really big experience that she
I was so mad that she cried. Yuki cried.
Yeah, like I could.
I was beside her. Like, of course, I didn't see the text. Yeah. But she was like, oh, she was going through a lot, and I think that was like totally acceptable reaction to act that way. And I think I kind of like I can accept that she disrespected her, and I was like, I was so happy that like she doesn't like Yuki doesn't hurt anymore. So I was like, okay, she going through a lot and you were going through a lot, and I was happy that you can like conclude the situation. But in my mind I was like, oh wait, that's excuse.
It doesn't add up. Yeah.
Why if you like having a terrible time in your house, you can have my best friend? That's fucking no. And I was mad at her. I was mad at her, like the friend. But she was happy with it, so I was happy with it.
Let me tell you, I wasn't happy.
But you have to accept that.
But I was, I did accept it. I was like, fair.
And after like week later, she was mad again, and I was like, yes, of course you were mad again, because it's not like a proper profile excuse to say, and I was like, bitch, cut her off.
Yeah, and like the difficult part was all of my friends were telling me to cut her off.
But she couldn't.
But in my mind,
Yeah.
it didn't make sense to cut her off because she was going through a tough time, you know.
But Yuki was too.
Yeah.
Because at that time, she had some, like, Yuki had some terrible things in her house.
My
You can
family.
decide that if you want to use it or not.
No, it's okay,
But
it's okay.
like, and she was having a tough time, and I was like, she texted me at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and then she called me on the like daytime, and she's like crying, and I want to meet you, and I was like, okay, I'll be there in 5. And that continued for like month.
You did.
Yeah. But after like 2 months later, we went to like trip
Yeah,
for like 1 week, and it was like turning point to both of us.
Both of us, yeah.
We talked a bunch, and
You got over your ex, and like I got over all of the things that were going on with me and my ex-best friend, and like.
But like, toughest decision is like you have to decide when it's gonna end. And for me, that trip was the last time I talked to him. And even though I was like, oh, I can't love you anymore, I will cut you off, he was like, okay, I'll see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Platonic or like just romantic relationships, you have to decide, you have to realize when the partner is disrespecting you. You have to acknowledge that and like take action before it goes any further, because
she learned to set the boundary.
Yeah, you need to set boundaries, because like you're just gonna get hurt, and you're just gonna have more sadness than you need, you know.
And she kept every emotion in herself, so she have to talk to someone, and that would be me.
That would be you.
That would be me. I love it though. It's so brutal when she's not like think about that girl anymore, and she's like, oh, she's a bitch, and she's
like, I don't know what, like.
But
it's easier for me to like make it white or black. Like if it's grey, then I'll make it white.
Yeah.
So like I'll say like, oh, it's not her fault and everything.
But in the middle of like that thing, you still loved her.
I did.
So I respected that.
Because I was fucking crying in the middle of Starbucks reading her text.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's hurting this much, and I didn't realize that, so it's my fault.
Oh my fucking god! How does it your fault? Like, okay, I'm not talking about it anymore. But like now she know how to set a boundary.
I know. Now I know.
She has self-respect right now. So I think the girl taught you to like
respect myself,
respect yourself,
set boundaries.
Because like she didn't have any.
Yeah, I did.
She let everybody feeling like what? I don't know.
But
she was
how long have we been recording?
I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
Is it? It feels like an hour. It might be an hour.
I think
Wait. So let's just conclude this as part 1.
Okay.
We'll come back to you on part 2.
So, Look at That Woman.
Look at That Woman is a beautiful song. Go listen to it. It's Look at That Woman by Role Model. I'll put up a screenshot or something. Listen to the song and like look at your own experiences. Look at your romantic relationships, platonic relationships. Have you felt like someone's breaking your heart, and you're just like, but like you're my friend, or like you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. Think about it. Think about it, and then think about setting some boundaries, because you're gonna get hurt.
Or he or they respect you.
They're gonna hurt you.
The way the role model did. No, he didn't. No, she didn't. No, they didn't. Right? That means you can say no to them.
You can say no to them. You gotta know.
Like
that.
she did. Like I did. I don't know. I did.
But like, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna come back.
Cause we got lots of yapping about.
We've been talking a lot. I'm gonna edit this and like make it as simple as possible.
Yeah, cause like we have like extra things.
We're gonna come back part 2. We're gonna talk more about friendship breakups and just breakups in general. And we're gonna talk about, I don't know. We're gonna talk about those things.
Like.
Yeah. So stay tuned. And videos will be up soon.
3, 2, 1. Oh, girl. 3, 2, 1. Thank
Bye.
you.
Love you.
My nose watering.